Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be making jollof rice with meat, sauce, and grilled chicken and some corn. So stay tuned. I'm going to start with the side, which is the meat I was talking about. So I have my meat. I just took it out of the fridge, so it's a little bit frozen. But I'm going to start seasoning it. So I'm going to be using the steak and meat seasoning, garlic powder, and I have some blended jalapenos, habanero pepper, onions, garlic, ginger. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that to this one, and I'll leave the rest for the stew for the jollof. So first I'm going to add my garlic powder, this much, and then I'm going to be adding my steak and meat seasoning. So this is what we have, and then I'll be adding some of this to it. I'll show you guys when I'm done. It's now, and then I'll add a little bit of salt. We will taste later on for the salt if I need more, because I have this which has salt in it and this too. So we'll taste later on to see if I need more salt. But this is how it's looking. I'm going to be using a spoon just to like mix everything, and then, well, since it's frozen, I'll just add water and start cooking, and then I'll mix it. This is meat. It's cooking really well. So I'm going to taste it now for the salt, since like everything basically melted and it's cooking. I'm going to taste for the salt. I added a little bit of salt, and so now we'll be moving to our chicken here. I'm going to chop some onions, and I'll add that, and then I'll be back. I'll show you guys what I use to season my chicken. My onions chopped, and then I'm going to add garlic powder, and then I'll add some chicken Maggi seasoning. So yeah, instead of the meat and chicken, the meat and steak, I'm going to be using the chicken one, since I'm seasoning the chicken now. So I'll be back when I'm done. A little bit of that. And then now I am going to stir it. And now I'll be adding my blended seasoning. This is what we have. And I'll add some a little bit of salt, and then we'll add more if we need to. So this is how my chicken is looking. I'm going to cook that, and we'll start with the stew. As it's looking, I'm going to allow it to cook, and then our meat is done. Make sure you're checking on your chicken, just like turn them around so that it cooks evenly on both sides. So that is good. So our meat is done. So I'm going to start with the sauce. This is how it's looking. Now I added a little bit of oil to the pan, and I added my meat to it. I didn't add a lot of oil just because you don't really need a lot of oil for the chicken. So I'm going to allow it to fry. So our chicken is really looking good, well seasoned. You can see the onions. And I checked for the salt, and it's good. So I'm just going to allow it to cook for about 5 more minutes, and then we start the chicken too. So our meat right now, it's fine. So I'm just going to check my meat, just keep stirring. Make sure it's not burning. So I'm going to leave it to cook because I lowered the heat. I just want it to cook slowly. The meat to be looking. So just like this. and then it's ready now. So I'm just going to turn it off and then start with the sauce. To show the process, but I cooked 1 cup of rice and then I used 1 cup of water. Since I'm going to be making jollof and I'll be baking it, I'll be adding the stew in, so I don't want it to be soft. So I just used 1 cup of water and then 1 cup of rice, and then I added my oil, and then I added my salt. So I'll show you guys when it's done. So our chicken is done. I am going to bake it now. I have the broth from the chicken, and then I just added my tomato paste, and then I added a little bit of cayenne pepper. So I'm just going to allow it to cook, and then I added some onions. So I'm going to allow it to cook and then we'll be back. I kept my chicken in the pan that I fried my meat, just so that I have it fried a little bit. So now I'm going to grill it. So I'm going to be adding some soya pepper and then some of the broth from the chicken. I have my chicken ready. I added my soya pepper and then some broth from the chicken, and I'm going to grill it. So our stew is done now. This is how it's looking. I'm going to be adding my nutmeg. Now we're not going to be adding any more salt. I'll show you guys when I'm done with the nutmeg. This is how it's looking, and I'm going to stir. I'm going to allow it to cook for some time. This is done now. So I'm going to start with the jollof. And our stew is also done now. Rice with the sauce. This is how it's looking, and I am going to bake it now. How my sauce is looking, I added my onions at the end, and this is how it's looking, and things go on the side. Cooking my corn now, and I'm going to season it after it's done cooking. It's looking. I am now going to bake it with the jollof. I added some onions to it. Jollof is ready now, well baked, and then this is the chicken. So I'm going to leave it in the oven for some time. I turned it off, and then I'm going to leave it in. Corn, I added some garlic powder when it was boiling, and so it gave it like a garlic flavor. And then my sauce is also done for the side. Our jollof is ready now. This is how it's looking, well baked. So I'm going to serve it. So the food is now served. This is the sauce, and this is the jollof rice. This is the chicken, and this is the corn. So very easy to make. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe, and comment down video ideas. See you guys in the next video. Bye.